In this video, I'm going to give you some quick tips that will help you quickly boost your credit score. So the first thing to know about credit scores, a lot of times it has to do with payment history. If you've missed payments in the past or have late payments, this is negatively going to affect your credit score. So one of the quickest ways to boost your credit score is to check on your account, look at your report, and see what late payments you could quickly catch up on to get these off your report, and this will help boost your score. The longer these late payments stay on your report, the worse it gets for you. So if you have a 30-day late payment, it gets worse when it gets to 60 days and when it gets to 90 days. Your score is going to keep getting hit harder and harder as this duration increases. So try to get that late payment taken care of earlier before it gets further down the timeline to save your credit score. Again, if you make payments on time every month consistently, this will eventually bring up your credit score from having good payment history. Our next tip to quickly boost your credit score has to do with your utilization rate. Utilization rate has to do with how much credit you're using versus how much you have available. So for example, if you have a $5,000 credit line and you're currently using all $5,000, that's 100% credit utilization rate. Now, to get your score boosted, we want to get this rate lowered down to like 10% at most. So what you can do is try to pay off your credit card more frequently to keep this balance low so it doesn't build up throughout the month, instead of having a high balance that builds up that you pay off at the end of the month. Try to make multiple payments throughout the month, keeping this rate down so that it keeps your utilization ratio lower. The other end of things is to increase your credit limit. So if you're currently maxing out your $5,000 limit, try to ask for a raise on your limit to $10,000 or more. Again, having $5,000 usage on $5,000 limit is 100% usage, but when you increase your limit to $10,000, this cuts your utilization rate down to 50% as you're using $5,000 out of the $10,000 now. Now, 50% is still a very high utilization rate, but it's not as bad as it was at 100%. So again, try to get this down to around 10% or less each month. The next tip is going to be to increase the variety of types of credits that you have. Showing that you have multiple types of credit is good for your credit score. So if you have the ability to go out and open some new lines of credit, maybe a secured credit card, for example, this can add some additional lines of credit to your report and help you build further history that's going to increase your score. Now, in addition to secured credit cards, which are good for people just getting started building credit, you can also piggyback off existing friends and family who have good credit history. So you can become what's called an authorized user on their account, where you can access the account jointly with them. And then over time, you can eventually get that account transferred into your name and have the history show up on your credit history, and that's going to help boost your score. There's also a program out there called Experian Boost. This allows you to use your phone payments and utility bills as part of your credit history so that you can show you're making on-time payments for your phone bill and utility bills. And this again helps build your credit history and boost your credit score. And our final tip is once a year, you should do a review of your credit report to make sure everything looks accurate and you don't find any errors. If you find an error, you can call the credit card companies and get those errors removed from your credit report, and this will positively impact your score, as now the score can increase by getting these errors off that were holding down your score. So overall, these are some of the quick tips you can use to boost your credit score quickly. Work on improving the age of your credit by opening new lines and leaving those accounts open for long periods of time. Do not close lines of credit you've had open for years, even if you don't use them anymore. The age of the credit will help benefit and boost your score, having older accounts on your credit history. Also, having a variety of types of credit can help. So having different types of credit lines open and available to you is going to boost your score. But most importantly, again, clearing up any late payments, making payments on time. These are going to help boost your score quickly, as well as getting that utilization rate lowered by increasing your credit limit or making multiple payments to get your balance down so you're not using such a high usage level of your credit you have available to you.